Hi everyone, my name is Dana. Welcome back to my plant YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be showing off my little Monstera haul that I have done. Currently in my collection I only have one Monstera right now, which is actually really shocking and sad. I used to have quite a few, but things happen. Well, I should say I have one Monstera. I have some very bad cuttings from a Deliciosa that I don't think will make it, because my big Deliciosa I got rid of. It was just ugly, I was mad at it, so I just kept some cuttings. I was like, we'll see if anything happens. I'd rather have a little Monstera Deliciosa than a big one. That's what I've decided. Then I have my Monstera Peru, which is two cuttings that are not doing anything except putting out a tiny little spike, which they have been working on for the past 3 months or so. They only have a tiny little spike, that's it. No growth, only roots. They're not rotting though. And then I have a Monstera Siltpecana cutting that looks really, really bad. I used to have a beautiful Siltpecana, but unfortunately thrips happened at our old place. Thankfully, we don't have really thrips here, it's just the mealybugs, but they'll be treated after all of my plants come in. I'm waiting on one more plant to arrive, and then I'll give it like a week to acclimate, and then after that, I will pest-proof the hell out of all my plants, because, boy howdy, I can't have this, like, it's so annoying. I'm so annoyed. But anyways, the one plant that I'm still waiting on is a variegated philodendron micans, so that is very exciting. I'm very excited for that plant. But for today, we are going to talk about the Monstera. So first off, I got a new Monstera Siltpecana because I really enjoy this plant and I really want to watch it size up. So yeah, I got this one. And I was thinking, okay, well, if worse comes to worse, and my other Siltpecana cutting survives somehow, I can just pot it in here and have 2 vines without having to take any cuttings. And I wouldn't really complain about that. That would not be an issue for me whatsoever. But yeah, so, and I just really enjoy the variety. Oh my gosh, watching it size up is so cool. And I really want to eventually have it grow up a plank. Eventually. That will be a little down the line, but yes, a plank is a goal of mine with this plant. And then next up is Monstera subpinnata. So this plant here is one I saw Wild Fern have, and I was like, wow, what a different kind of Monstera. And I got really lucky with the seller that I chose to buy it from, because it was listed for just this leaf, which in the picture was a little yellowed. She said she underwatered it once. But after I purchased it, she's like, oh, this plant put out another leaf since I listed it. But she didn't change the price or anything. I was like... So, I got really lucky with that because this was, like, pretty cheap. So, thank you, seller. I don't remember. It was on Mercari. That's also where I sell plants, is on Mercari. I'm not going to advertise my plant selling right now because things are falling apart. But once all my plants are treated for pests, then I'll show you which ones I have listed for sale. But yeah, so for right now, this is my Monstera subpinnata. I'm so excited to watch it grow and get bigger. Oh, wow. Wild Fern is really the only... Wild Fern and Nick Alexander, I should say. They're the only 2 plant YouTubers I really watch. I'll sometimes watch Harley G and Tech Plants. And then there's a few other people I watch here and there. Oh, another one I watch sometimes is Becca de la Plants. But Wild Fern is like the main person I see plants from. I have a plant Instagram, I don't use it very often. But yeah, so this plant, gorgeous. I love this plant so much. It is so pretty, and I just want one that's the same size as Wild Ferns. And I'm looking forward to chopping it up and making... Yeah, I'm gonna size it up, chop it up, make more of it, size it up again. No, I'm excited. Typically what I do is I let them grow for a while, then I chop them and save like half of the cuttings to add to the plant, and then the other half I sell. But I take more cuttings than what I want, and if all of them survive, it's like, oh no. Because it's like, what if all of them don't survive? Like, what if some of them die off? Then I'll still have enough for what I want. Anyways, sorry, my next plant is Monstera standeliana aria. This is what I've wanted for years and years, and I just never bought until right now. Now I have it, and I'm looking forward for it to get bigger. It's very pretty though. It has a very good root system when I repotted it. I can't wait for it to put out its next leaf. This is such a beautiful, like, variegation to me. I really appreciate it. Very, very gorgeous plant, in my opinion. And last but not least, the big kahuna, in my opinion, is the Monstera obliqua Peru. So it doesn't have any fenestrations yet, and it's a single leaf cutting. It does have some damage on this leaf, but that is before. I think it's from shipping it got that damage. But anyways, I am so nervous about this plant. I was never planning on getting it because it was always advertised as a very high humidity plant, but Wild Fern has it outside of her plant cabinet. And I think if I just have it right from the beginning, outside, not very much humidity, I think it will be okay. I think if I were to start it in a humidity place and then move it out, that would be difficult for it. But hopefully it'll be fine. I'm so nervous. I don't know what I'm gonna do if the plant passes away on me because I got so lucky with the price for that one. And if it dies, I'm not gonna get a new one, so fingers crossed it doesn't die and it just works, right? But yeah, so currently they are living right here on my shelf. And I don't have more of the water catchers, so I just put them on a see-through cap of one of my boxes I use for propagation. And bingo bango, there's the water catcher. And then the plants underneath can still get some light. All the plants underneath, except for the ones that I have growing up the sides, are kind of my like least favorite plants. So it's okay if they don't get a lot of light, they can take their time, you know? But yeah, also this bucket is here for humidity purposes, but once the water runs out, it'll be fine. I don't need like a lot of humidity. I don't know. It's fine. Actually, I don't know why that bucket's there. I had it there for a really long time, and I think it was for humidity at first, but yeah. But anyways, that is all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, liking, and subscribing, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!